Hello world, I'm Rich, and this is Rich's World Beer Tour. Where are we?
Brewing again.
We're brewing. We're Pete's. We haven't brewed in a couple of weeks, 2 weeks. We're like going through withdrawal. I saw a little sign at the local bottle shop and it said, if you like smoky scotch. I thought,
what could be better?
Who doesn't? So I grabbed it. I know nothing about this gang. This is Paradox Beer Company. Look at the label. Let me see if I can get it out there where you can see it. Paradox Beer Company, Wayward Beers, Barrel Bound, 2014 Maduro Robusto, Dunk Your Face Project, smoked wild and sour dark ale, aged in Scotch barrels. This is bottle 920 out of 1800, and this is Paradox's Wayward Beers undergo our exclusive polymicrobial fermentation process involving a combination of intentional and spontaneous fermentation by the usual suspects like Brettanomyces, Saccharomyces, Lactobacillus, Pediococcus. I mean, it goes on and on. This is like doctor's office.
So it's a mix of different yeasts in there.
40-year-old Scotch barrels, and then extended aging on Spanish cedar. So this has got living yeast, so we got to pour.
Okay.
I'm intrigued, I'm scared, I'm excited.
This will be interesting.
Yeah, let's wait for it to...
Smoking, that's for sure.
We gotta just do the bottle right so we don't get a lot of the junk out of there. We got just a little over a pint, so if anything, I don't mind getting a little junk in the trunk, so. Doing a little Van Halen tonight while we brew. I think we're right there.
Yep.
It's got some carbonation to it, no doubt about it. That was about as gentle a pour as I think I've ever done. It's, what do we got? There's little red hues around the sides, but it's brown.
There's definitely a little reddish tint to it, but it's
bottom.
primarily brown.
Lots of soap sudsy.
And if you catch the light just right, it shines through, almost looking like, what do I think? It would be like a cherry Coke or a Pepsi Coke. I'm sorry, cherry Pepsi that has that brownish, but reddish, with a little bit of a red to it still. And that's kind of what that looks like to me.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got unbelievable.
Cherries. Wow. The wood.
Yeah, the wood really comes through from the Scotch barreling with that
cherry. That, it's what made me fall in love with the Duchess.
Oh yeah.
The Bourguignon, that smell.
This is very, very similar to that. So you've got a little bit of the Brettanomyces yeast in it for sure.
Oh, there is. It's wood and cherry. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Okay, let's dive in. We got to see what this tastes like.
That's very similar to the Duchess, like you were saying. The smell is, the crispness to the flavor.
I was gonna say, it's there and then most of it's gone. I'm trying to figure out what that aftertaste is. I wonder if I'm gonna have to pay royalties to have Van Halen on in the background.
Yeah, it's a very pleasant. Yeah, it's a very pleasant aftertaste. It's definitely not a real bitter. It leaves you.
There is a bitterness at the end though. That as you talk and breathe, that back of the tongue.
But it's kind of a wine sort of a fruitiness to it.
There is apple, pear, cherry, tart cherry at the beginning. That fruit blast at the start.
Yeah, which is really interesting.
There's all that smooth. I think what I'm getting at the end is a little alcohol and does it have the ABV on there? It's almost like right away you get this carbonation just shot, and then all of a sudden it lets loose with all that apple and pear.
Yeah, 10% by volume.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's got a little something. We're out in a cold garage. I don't know if you can see that. This will keep us warm. I get like a root beer flavor, and I think that's the wood that's going on in there. Towards the end. In the front, it's all fruit. It's all fruit.
And they have a very interesting little, the color is pretty spot on. The hop profile, they say, not very strong. So the bitterness definitely is not there.
No.
And then sort of a tart sourness that's definitely present in it too. So yeah,
there's definitely a smokiness. That's what I was getting. Yeah. About 3/4 the way through, as she's evolving in your mouth, it's that fruit overload. Then I'm getting something, I don't know what that is. Then there's that smoke.
Yeah.
And then it leads into that the bitterness at the end, like a bitter apple.
Yeah, but it's not your typical hop bitterness.
No.
It's more of a fruity, bitter tartness to it than anything. Yeah,
I'm gonna get another one of these and throw it in the cellar. It says it'll continue to evolve with all that stuff in there. That would be interesting to see in 3-5 years.
Yep.
I don't even know how to rate this. I really don't. This is such an unusual sour. I'm such a newbie to sours. I really like this.
The last one we had, we were sitting down on the swing and it was hot summer.
Yeah, this would be, I mean, for cold winter, it's all right.
Yeah.
For hot summer, gang, I don't know how to rate this. I really don't. I'm speechless.
Well, don't rate it against anything else that you've had, but try and think, would you get this?
I'd buy it again. I mean, it's a 9 out of 10. I'd absolutely buy it again.
Yeah.
And I just said I want to get one in Asia because I want to see but just that fruit blast. If anybody's tried this, tell me what you're thinking. If anybody here in the cities, I've seen it at some stores. Grab it, the Maduro Robusto, Paradox Beer Company. Let me get these bad boys on. I didn't even see where they're from. I don't know how to do a beer review. Paradox Beer Company, Woodland Park, Colorado. Back in Pete's old hunting grounds there.
Yeah, very nice.
If you've tried, that's what you're looking for, gang. I think, especially if you like sours, you're gonna dig this thing.
Yeah, you will.
If you've tried it, if you haven't, go grab one and let me know what you think. If you have tried it, tell me what you think. But otherwise, go grab a bottle. This is awesome stuff. It's fun. Thanks for sharing another beer with us, world. We're gonna get back to brewing.
Cheers, world.
Cheers.